Hi guys, I have a wonderful, easy, super fast recipe if you come home late from work or for whatever reason you need to cook something up fast, which is what I'm doing right now. I went to work for a day at my old job, so I'm back home and it's late. It's like around 5:30 and I need to cook something up fast. So I'm gonna make an easy chicken Alfredo. It's probably like prep time 5 minutes, cook time 5 minutes, so a total of 10 minutes for everything. Super fast, super easy. The first thing you want to do is go ahead and put your your Instant Pot on saute. And once that says hot, you're gonna go ahead and put in your chicken and brown it. You also want to make sure that you have some oil in there. So I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil, about 2 or 3 tablespoons. Oil won't hurt, especially if it's olive oil. And I cut up 3 chicken breasts, boneless chicken. It's about a cube size, about an inch. You can cook them pretty big so that way they don't, they're kind of substantial in the pasta, but for the most part, pretty super easy. What else? So have that ready. Also have, mince up some garlic, 4 to 5 cloves of garlic, which I already did that, as well as a teaspoon of dried parsley and a half a teaspoon of oregano. I have that mixture here. But for now, we're gonna start off by putting your Instant Pot on saute. Once that's hot, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer my chicken to the Instant Pot. And then I'm gonna brown all the sides, basically like continually stirring for like 4 or 5 minutes until you see that the chicken is brown enough. Some people don't care about the browning. They just care that it's cooked. For me, I like that, the brown taste. It looks like it's actually grilled chicken. So I leave it in there for a good 4 to 6 minutes, depending on how much chicken is in there. We have a little sous chef with us. So if you guys notice, my kitchen looks a little bit different because I actually ended up getting this little light. It's a little ring light that holds my phone. And I get to do the videos vertically now because I'm going to put them in IGTV. So I'm hoping it's going to be a lot easier for both of us to view the videos and me obviously to edit them and just put them straight through instead of cutting them up in minute pieces. So my Instant Pot has turned to hot. I'm going to go ahead and start cooking and browning my chicken. Like I said, it doesn't need to be fully cooked. It just needs to be browned. So while your chicken is browning, you can go ahead and add some salt and pepper to it. Doesn't have to be a lot, but I happen to put a lot of condiments on mine. But depending all on taste, guys. I don't give measurements on salt and pepper because a lot of people don't cook with salt and they're okay with that. And a lot of people do not like so much peppers. So that's why I never give measurements for salt or pepper. So just to taste, we happen to like salt and pepper. So I'm just gonna wait for that chicken to brown. Alrighty, now that my chicken is browned, I'm gonna go ahead and add the other spices. So I did 5 minced garlic, so garlic crushed up, as well as 1 teaspoon of dried parsley and a half a teaspoon of oregano. So I'm gonna toss that on top of my chicken. I'm gonna stir it around and cook it for about 1 or 2 minutes. You're gonna now add 4.5 cups of chicken broth, and this is gonna basically replace the water that you use for pasta. So 4.5 cups of chicken broth, all right, guys? Once you're done with placing the 4.5 cups of chicken broth in there, you're gonna go ahead and deglaze the pot if you need to. So at this moment, we're gonna turn the Instant Pot off. We're gonna stir this really well. So you have your 4.5 cups of chicken broth and your 3 chicken breasts, boneless chicken breasts in there as well. You're gonna go ahead and add a box of bow tie pasta, or any pasta of choice really, but I do bow tie. That's what I have right now in my pantry. So I don't want you to mix it. I just want you to kind of just press down on the pasta versus mixing it. So the chicken stays on the bottom and the pasta stays on top. The liquid's gonna be barely covering it. If you feel that it needs a little bit more, you can, which it's very easy to fix. If it's too liquidy at the end, you can just add cornstarch to your sauce. All right, now we're going to the cooking time. We're gonna go ahead and close your lid, put your vent to seal, and pressure cook for 3 minutes. 3 minutes, that's it, guys. Just make sure you put your vent to seal, let it build up pressure, and then once it counts down to 3 and it stops, you're gonna go ahead and manually release, which is a quick release, a QR. All right, my pasta is ready. I went ahead and did a QR, a quick release. I'm gonna open this guy up. Oh, you guys can see exactly what it looks like. So you can mix it at this point. There's still a little bit of liquid in there, which is good because that's when you're gonna mix all the cheeses. Now, as far as the cheese, I use cream cheese, Parmesan cheese, and mozzarella cheese. And I usually eyeball it, but you can use any cheese that you like. Personally, the Alfredo is usually cream cheese, mozzarella, Parmesan. Some people do with more expensive cheese, but I ain't trying to do more expensive. So you're gonna add 1 cup of mozzarella cheese, 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, and a whole bar of cream cheese. So I cut them into cubes. And you're gonna go ahead and mix that around until obviously it's completely melted. Now, I brought up the cornstarch because last time it was a little liquidy for me. And I don't mind that because you add a little bit of, with the cornstarch, you put a tablespoon of cornstarch with and what the cornstarch will do is it'll thicken the sauce. So if you feel like it needs more, you add more. But do it in dosages. Don't put like a bunch in there. So I'm loving the sauce consistency right here. I don't know if you can see it. Still a little bit watery, so I'm gonna add a little bit more cornstarch. But it's getting there. All right, now it's at the consistency I like. Yum, smells great. So you guys can see what I'm looking at here. You go ahead and put your pot on saute. And now that's gonna cook it up. It's gonna make it a little bit more thick, the sauce more thickened, and you'll be good to go. So this is my Instant Pot Chicken Alfredo. It took me a whole total of 10 to 15 minutes between prep and cooking. If you need something fast, if you need something yummy, and you don't have much time, you don't wanna put a lot of effort into cooking dinner, this is the easiest way to go. It'll be up on my story later, as well as on YouTube, and the link's in the bio. If you have any questions, go ahead and DM me. But other than that, enjoy the dish.